So, former Chicago card cracker, former Chicago rapper, I guess current social media influencer, Bandman Kevo, he put up this on Twitter. It was either on Twitter or either on Facebook, one of the two, right? He put up real N words don't let you pay for nothing. Nothing, right? In exclamation points and all of that, right? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I guess I'm a fake N-word then. Because I don't have it like that to pay for every single thing for a woman I'm dealing with. Pay for every single thing. I'm not balling like that. It's easy for him, a card cracker, right? And I know y'all gonna say he ain't cracking cards no more. He getting it legitimately. Well, the interest that he attracts around his social media page came from him being a former card cracker and him talking about his card cracking schemes. That's where the interest around him came from, period. I never been a scammer. I never been none of that. So he's a former scammer. So he's talking about that, and that's interesting to people. And that's how he's generating his revenue from talking about his scamming activities, right? So whatever, right? I don't got it like that. I wasn't scheming. I don't got them crazy stories to talk about. So I ain't got the money to pay for every single thing from my woman. And I'm not going to act like I got it like that to try to be accepted in society. I'm not going to try to act like I'm balling to a certain type of level, like where I can pay for every single thing. I'm not falling into that trap, and men don't fall into that trap either. I'm telling you, you still a real man and a stand-up guy, even if you don't pay for every single thing for your woman. Yes, I believe in treating your woman. You should pay for things for her. She shouldn't have to pay for every single thing. You should be able to buy her some. You should be able to alleviate her from some financial responsibility. You should be able to do that for her from time to time. But you're not obligated to pay for every single thing from her. Because I'm telling you right now, if a woman really truly loves you, she will never let you pay for every single thing for her. If a woman truly loves you, she will never let you pay for every single thing for her. I'm telling you this right now. A woman that loves you has no problem taking her purse and reaching in her purse and treating you as her man from time to time. Only a gold digger for real wants you to pay for every single thing without her reciprocating it. That shit just does not, that's unrealistic, and that's strange for me as a working class man to be courting a woman who only wants me to dig in my wallet for her. I don't get nothing. I don't get nothing from her at all. It's just I'm doing all the monetary. I'm giving out all the money. I'm giving out all the money. I'm doing everything when it comes to monetary. Excuse me. When it comes to expenses, it's only coming out of me. That ain't cool. And something don't sit right about that with me. Because even a woman that don't got it like that is still going to offer to pay for a drink, or still going to offer to pay for some food every now and then. If your woman ain't doing that and you paying for everything, even if she lets you do it, even if you say I got everything, if that woman don't say, nah, babe, I got it. I got it, baby. No, you ain't got to do that. You've been paying for everything for us. Let me do this. Let me buy this for us. Let me buy this for you. Let me treat you. If you don't hear that come from that woman, she don't give a fuck about you. I'm sorry, right? Now, again, you should be able to alleviate your woman from some financial, from some expenses from time to time. You know what I mean? If you got it, and you, especially if you're making more than her, yes, you should be able to alleviate or lift that burden off of her from time to time, right? And that's cool if you're able to do that for your woman. That's a beautiful thing. And it's a beautiful thing if you're able to pay for every single thing, if you're able to do that. But I'm telling you, a woman that truly loves you will not make you pay for every single thing for her. For real. So, men, don't fall into this trap of thinking you're not a real man because you're not paying for every single thing, right? Because if a real N-word got to pay for everything for his woman, it costs too much to be a real N-word. I'd rather just be a real man. If a real N-word got to pay for every single thing, it costs too much to be a real N-word, man. I'm not going to, like, for real, I'm not going to cash my woman out outside of my means in order to feel validated by society as a stand-up or honorable man. I live as an honorable man or a stand-up man in my own everyday life, right? I stick to my core principles and values. I don't mistreat people. I don't try to scam people out of money. I don't try to scheme on people. I don't try to do none of the sort. I live and take care of my children like I'm supposed to do, take care of my family, handle my responsibilities as a man, and get up and do what I got to do every single day in order to provide for myself and my family. I feel honorable doing those things, right? Treating my woman well. As a man, you should feel honorable in treating your woman well. Respecting her. You should feel honorable in being able to provide for yourself and provide for your children if you have any, and working hard. You should be honorable. You should feel honorable in doing those things. You don't have to feel valued as a man by just, because you pay for every single thing for your woman, right? Like, come on, man. Cut it out. Cut it out, man. And again, my money ain't that long to pay for every single thing, and I'm not going to act like that. But that quote that I just read you came from a former scammer in Chicago. So, of course, he got it. You know what I'm saying? And again, I know y'all going to say, well, Bandman Kevo, he not scamming no more. But the whole aura, the interest in who he is as a social media personality came from him being a scammer in the first place, right? So that's how he even got the interest around him, for real. I'm not hating, it is what it is. People were interested in hearing from him and seeing these interviews from him because he's a former scammer who was getting to the money illegally, scamming folks and doing that way. So that's how he got the interest to get the money that he's getting now. I ain't hating on him, brother. I'm just stating facts. Y'all know nobody would be interested in him as a rapper or as a social media influencer if we didn't know the backstory of him being a scammer for real, because that is what his aura is all about, right? As a man, I stay in my bracket. I stay in my lane, right? I'll pay for a nice amount of things for my woman and take care of things for sure. But I can't take care of everything because then at that point, I would be broke. I would be broke and not be able to handle my own individual responsibilities. I'm not willing to put myself in a terrible situation financially. I'm not willing to put myself in jeopardy financially just to make my woman happy or make it seem like I'm balling. I'm not willing to do that. That's silly to me. That's nonsense. That's foolish behavior. Right? And that comes from a man having so much pride that he feel like, and you're attaching your manhood to money, right? And your manhood should never just be attached to finances. Not at all, right? Money don't make you no man. I don't give a fuck how rich, how much of a billionaire you could be. Money is never going to make you no man, for real, right? And I'm not into putting on facades for women. That's just not my thing, right? And I know a lot of men who got money and all they got to offer a woman is money, 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 money. And they get used and abused. Used and abused like a trick. And a woman just go on and do whatever she want to do. And she not loyal to him because she just loyal to that money. And it is what it is. She don't respect him or value him as a person. She just sees him as a bank, a certified bank where he's the sponsor. Where she has a sponsor that faithfully just sponsors everything she does. But she ain't loyal to him. Right? Because at the end of the day, real men provide things that money can't buy. Real men provide things that money can't buy. For real. I'll say that again. Real men provide things that money can't buy. Right? You provide security, comfort, love, affection. You provide knowledge about things that you teach your woman things that she may not have thought about before or even knew about before, right? You teach her how to You even become, some men even become what do you call it? Therapists for their woman, not certified therapist, nothing like that. But you provide comfort, you provide, love, you provide what's the leadership? You provide the ability to lead a family properly. You provide coverage for your family. You provide protection for your children, right? You provide security emotionally for your woman. You provide a safe haven for your children to express themselves and be vulnerable with their father. That's the real things that men can provide that money cannot buy. That's the conversation that needs to be had. See, men like Bandman Kevo think that if you got money, that makes you the ultimate man. You got it all. You got it all figured out. If you got money, yes, we all need money. I want the money. I ain't gonna front to you. I want the money. I would love to have the money that Bandman Kevo have. I ain't gonna front to y'all. We all would love to have that money. I want that money too. It's good. It's nice to be able to be on yachts and go and take vacations whenever you want to without having to contact the boss and ask them, can you get off? Can you take off this day? Can you take off that day? Yes. It's great to have those things, right? But at the end of the day, it's more to that when it comes to being a man. Being a man is more than about just being good financially, being well off financially. Being a man is sticking to your own guns. Being a man is being a leader, not a follower. Being a man is standing on your own too, not needing a crowd behind you to carry out certain actions. to stand up for yourself. You know what I mean? Being a man is being able to provide things for your children, being able to love your children and to have a good relationship with your children to where they feel comfortable and vulnerable talking to you about a lot of things. Being a man is being there for your woman in more ways than one. So, I don't know, man. This type of stuff is why a lot of brothers feel like they got to go out in the street and scam and take money from people, or even zero out their own family's accounts in order to have money. They feel like stuff like this make people feel like, oh, if I ain't getting no money, no real big money, then I ain't doing it like that. And the majority of these dudes, especially in Chicago, Illinois, or a lot of these cities that ain't really got no higher education, that ain't really higher up in a corporate company or something like that, if they ain't got their own business for real and they balling like that, it's because they scamming on the side. They scamming and they could potentially be going to jail very soon. I'm not risking my freedom to make society feel like, oh, I got it like that, or make a woman feel like I got it like that. Brothers out here risking their freedom to impress women who are temporary. I will never get it. Because the moment they ball out on that woman and spend all that money on that woman, they do all that spending on that woman will turn around when he go to jail. She ain't gonna write him. She ain't gonna answer to pick up the phone when he called. She ain't gonna come see him. So you did all that shit for a woman that ain't even worth it in the first place. Right? So cut it out, man. Bandman Kevo, he gotta stop that shit too, man. Y'all don't fall into this trap. Machiavelli Mills TV, subscribe to the channel, like the video. I'm out. Peace.